This week, guests galore from Wasleys Bowling Club and live on Skype. We visit Renmark in search of the Night Owl. Fresh air and vines at McLaren Vale. All on this, the final show of 2015.
Well, here we are, last episode of Bowls Exposed for this year. And look, tragically, we're here, Wasleys Bowling Club. Pinery Fires actually took a hold of it and unfortunately has gutted it. We've been in there and had a look. And look, you can actually smell still the bushfire in the air. You can smell it. But look, coming up this week in the show, Reece?
TJ, we've got ex-North Adelaide and Glenelg footballer and also a Clarendon member, Wayne Stringer.
We've also got the Perth Suns coach, Wayne Turley.
And the Bowls Exposed team headed out to the Riverland. And we'll
also take a look at some of the behind the scenes, which we're really looking forward to. But first, let's have a look at what the guys got up to in Renmark.
Yes, that's better. Hello. We are deep in the South Australian Riverland, hoping to catch a rare glimpse of a new species of owl, the night owl.
The night owl is not an animal, but an unusual species of human that gather at dusk. Once you've acquired their trust, they may offer an oral display of orchestral proportions. Let's see if tonight we get lucky. When the male species attempts to attract a mate, it will use such moves as, look how wide my wingspan is. I have a nest on my chin. And as the appointed matriarch keeps a key eye on these rituals, the females are quick to respond. I'll think about it, so in the meantime you can just look at my feathers. But on the rare chance the male species does succeed, it will invariably show off in front of the others. It wasn't long before I felt like a member of the flock, after gaining the Queen's approval.
Well, there you have it, another successful journey into our exquisite animal kingdom, where I can happily say I've been embraced by this flock of night owls. So much so, I'm going to do my own night owl impression. I'm going home to practice.
As TJ said before, we're here at the Wasleys Bowling Club, and Jess, obviously about 2 weeks ago now since the Pinery Fires unfortunately tore through the area, and we've got some figures there regarding the fundraising efforts from the state so far.
We got an update from Mark. From donations from around the state, it's about $50,000. So it's a great effort from South Australia and all the bowls clubs from around the state.
Fantastic, fantastic. Look, we're here now on a bit of a patch of grass that was obviously quite well worn, I'd imagine, from a lot of the fireys they were saying before, and you can see a couple of little scorch marks as well. So there's a long way to go, but to get that sort of assistance from the clubs in the state is obviously fantastic, and I know that the guys here at Wasleys are just so over the moon to have that support, which is fantastic. And so we're here now, and the mood's pretty good. You know, it's what else would you expect though? I mean, let's just move on and get things back to where they used to be.
Exactly.
So
and if there's still opportunity for you to donate.
TJ, the temporary bar's got some cold beer there.
Yeah, I know. We've actually had a couple of them sitting in front of us. That's all Jess, by the way. But,
absolutely.
You know, you're saying about the mood here at Wasleys, and you know what? I'll be honest. If there wasn't the fact that what we can see behind us, you actually wouldn't know that anything could happen here. So you got to understand the attitude of the people here. You're right. Is get on with it, rebuild, move forward, which is a fantastic attitude. So, you know, I employ everyone to actually get on board and head to donate. Look, anything, $1, $20, $5, doesn't really matter. It's the whole get behind it and help out our fellow bowlers.
Absolutely.
Joined here with Brad and Wayne Grady from the Wasleys Bowling Club, and we've got the secretary, Brad. Brad, mate, we're talking off air, Wednesday the 25th, about 4 o'clock, you get the news that the fire's caught hold of the club. You're right there.
It was a time that that really was a turning point in history for us. We got the call to say that the bowling club had been taken by fire, and it wasn't very soon after that Mark phoned to ask if it was true, and at that stage we were still on our way out here to see if the reports were. But as soon as we turned down Annie Terrace and had a look at the area, I really didn't have to get to the bowling club to know that it was true. But then driving into the driveway, it was like, look, your heart just sinks. We've just started to finally give the place a bit of a much-earned facelift, and then to pull on the driveway and see that is completely gone. Not only from the members that we've got now, but it goes through your mind, like the members that are no longer with us, the amount of man hours that has been put into a facility is just completely gone. It's gut-wrenching.
I did get told of a story about a lady that had taken some personal losses through property and whatever else, that her first port of call was the club.
Well, during the fire, there was 2 ports of call around the town. There was the local hotel and the bowling club, because it is a focal and a place where a lot of people do congregate over a period of time. Now they lost completely everything in the Roseworthy fire at their house at Roseworthy.
Yep.
And they ended up here, and that was basically for support, really, because we were all here as well, and that's we could offer support. We opened up when we could get into the clubhouse. We opened up all the fridges and we're dishing out soft drinks and things to the fireys. The fireys did an absolutely fantastic job, and really hats off to not only the Country Fire Service but the guys that come over from Victoria. On Saturday, you'd think you were in Victoria, because there was all Victorian fireys here on the Saturday, so they really did a fantastic job.
So Wayne, you play the role of club coach here, and I think you probably get close to a lot of players and share some personal information. You're up there coaching them on a day-to-day, and something like this happens, mate. Walk us through what some of the experiences you've had over these last 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, look, Brad rang me on the Wednesday afternoon. We'd sort of been in Gawler and dealt with our own family, made sure they were all safe, and came out here, and it was just devastating to actually come out here and actually see what had happened to our club. We had worked very hard to actually put in place a training program that was going to allow lots of our members, our current members, to become better bowlers than what they were. They spent a lot of time out here. We spent a lot of practice hours out here. People had invested a lot of their time out here as part of this community, and it was, I think, devastating for many people out here to sort of lose that place that they go to, that they congregate and they become part of the community. So yeah, it's hard.
Look, you guys are faced with what you got now, and from what I've seen, what I've heard and people I've spoken to, I think that you really lead the way in that spirit that we like to say that the lawn bowl clubs have. And I congratulate you guys and hope that that everything really falls into place for you.
I appreciate it. Thanks, TJ.
You.
And sorry about the flies.
It's the more the ants on you, I'm more concerned about. Thank you. JB.
G'day, TJ.
Mate, you've got me down here. You banged on for what seems an eternity about McLaren Vale, mate. You've got me down here. Tell me, what's so good about this club?
Have a look around you, mate. Vineyards, you can smell the vines. We're at the gateway of the Fluoro Peninsula, slap bang in the middle of the Southern Vales. And as I walk you through the club and the area, you'll get more of an idea.
Mate, walk me through, show me what's so great about this club. JV, I know you sold some land at the kindergarten, mate, but you've got a sandbox down here. Have a look at this. What's going on with this?
It's just been cut and rolled for Saturday. This is country greens, mate, all right?
It's a 3-second green.
Only joking, mate. Basically, it's part of the redevelopment program. Each year, we're taking one green out, stripping of its Santana, putting it into Tiftdorf, which is the good grass, as you know. By the beginning of next season, we'll be in and then we'll drop the next one out.
Oh, mate, what a magnificent view.
That's what I said to him. Don't be an idiot, not that view, out here, mate.
Oh.
I mean, you're playing on A green and you're looking at that. Gets no better.
Well, I'll tell you what, you'd find it hard to concentrate on your bowls, wouldn't you? Greens are nice. We've got the young lad out there rolling them at the moment, getting ready. So it's going to be an action-packed weekend here at McLaren Vale, isn't it? Mate, magnificent. Daphne, how long have you been at the club?
About 42 years.
42 years?
Yeah, bowling.
Bowling, 42
Yes.
years, and you said you joined in 1973.
73, 74, yes, so
Yep.
that would be.
So what do you think some of the big changes that you've seen in that time?
Well, of course, we've had a new green or 2 new greens put in my time, and the clubhouse, of course, the very little one that was down on the far end, of course, to what it is today, it's really beautiful.
22 years at the club.
Yep, it's a club that when I initially came here was the old style tradition of a bowling club, and we've slowly but surely progressed forward.
I was looking on your on the selection boards or the results boards over there. You can travel as far as Malang.
Yes.
That's like an overseas holiday for me.
Yes.
So every weekend, not only do you get to bowl, but you also get a little holiday along the way.
Yes, well, some days you wish you had your water bag with you.
Absolutely. Denise, president of the club, the ladies president.
Ladies
president.
yes.
Is it an easy or a hard job to keep the ladies in tow here at McLaren Vale?
I don't have a problem with the ladies at all. They're really so good. They help me. And I don't have a problem with the men, really.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want an absolute brilliant view, good company.
Fantastic, mate.
Great
meals,
barman.
great meals, great everything here.
Mate, you've made a believer out of me.
So I wasn't lying to you, was I, mate?
No,
I'll
mate,
tell you what we're going to do.
Yep.
Just because it's you.
Yep.
We're going to give you one of these, mate.
Oh, holy dolly, have a look at that.
No, I just want to get photographs of you all round Adelaide wearing a Crossers hat, mate, and I'm going to sell them.
Well, tell you what, mate, it's been a great day. Thanks for your time down here at McLaren Vale.
It's a really pleasure. Just don't forget when you're in this club, take your cap off, will you?
Look, some really good news is that the AHOL H Group's come on board as a partner of Bowls Exposed. They're giving a voucher to basically anyone that makes a comment on our Facebook page regarding the show so far. So that's some really good news. So look, jump onto the Bowls Exposed Facebook page between now and next Thursday, the 17th, and go into the random draw to win one of those vouchers. You can go to the Ramsgate or even the Williston Hotel.
Rex
quite
Hotel.
close to here. The Rex Hotel,
Rex
absolutely.
Hotel.
So look, jump on board. We love all our fans on the Facebook page, and any comment goes into the draw, which is
Absolutely.
great.
Yeah. And we still love those comments that are out in the green. You're about to deliver the bowl and someone pats you on the back and tells you they love it. Nothing better.
Totally agree, totally agree. And before we forget to, let's have a look now at some of the fun stuff in the show so far. The bloopers, the highlights, just anything that doesn't make the show that you're going to see right now, and we'll have some fun watching what's coming up in the next couple of minutes.
Oh my god, it's all right. we'll be catching up with Adelaide Endurance Director of Coaching, Les Buzzy Carter, to see his thoughts on what happened while they were over there.
You know you said buzzy. Well, tell you what, there's some fun stuff there. We should have called that the Jess Hour.
Yeah, those first few episodes took about eight takes to do a couple of those. Getting a bit better. So,
8 takes, yeah. We're down to 3 now. I mean, Reece and I have got you down at 3 takes each time.
I had 3.
We had 3.
Yeah.
We're getting better.
Yeah,
So
we're getting better, yeah.
thanks for that.
No, that's right. Well, if you want to let us know what you think, tell us on Facebook what you want to see. Do you want to see more pennants action? Do you want to see some more funnies? Some more interviews? Let us know. And you never know, you could win a $50 voucher.
Welcome back to Bowls Exposed. Sun's just trying to go down here now at the moment, and obviously the lights have kicked into the green. So it's good to see some power back at the club, which is fantastic. We're here with the Wasleys Bowling Club member Ben Bowman. A lot of you would know Ben, who was the Under-18 State Player of the Year probably 3 years ago, mate.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yep. Good to see you again.
Yes.
How are you enjoying the change? You've moved back from Gawler, had a year off, and now you're back at Wasleys. Are you enjoying the country lifestyle again,
Yeah,
mate?
absolutely, absolutely. Country all the way.
Good, good. What's the difference? What's the main difference between Gawler and here?
Well, I'm a country boy, so I've always preferred to play out in the country bowls. The people are a lot different out here. They're a lot more easygoing, a lot laid back. Bowls isn't so serious.
Yep. How have you seen from the club point of view, how they recovered from the last couple of weeks after the fire come through a couple of weeks ago? Everything seems to be going along okay from making the best of a bad situation, I guess.
Absolutely fantastic. The club's come back like you wouldn't believe. The community support has been unreal. It's just to see the club get together like it was, like on the night of the fire. Out of the 52 members we have, there was at least 40 down here on the night of the fire, all down lending support.
Fantastic.
Seeing how everybody was shaking hands and hugging, a lot of tears.
Yep.
People's houses were lost. So it's absolutely brilliant.
And you were telling us earlier on that that the fire actually got close to your own home.
Yes, it did. It come 1.5 meters in the backyard. But the CFS, thank God, got there in time and put it out. Otherwise, our house would have been gone.
Yep.
Easy.
So a lot of close calls as well.
Loads of close calls.
Yep.
Every person I know had fire in their house,
yep.
backyard, or they lost all their sheds, farming equipment. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, as we were saying earlier, we interviewed Brad and Wayne Grady, the lawn bowler, not the golfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were saying about the spirit here in the club, and you mentioned earlier laid back, but you notice a bit different spirit amongst the bowlers here at Wasley. What makes that Wasley that you talked about laid back, but what makes the atmosphere at Wasley so much better than where you bowled before?
There was nothing wrong with the McDougall Bowling Club. I loved bowling with them, but the Wasleys Bowling Club is just absolutely fantastic. That's why I've come back. They're just a great bunch of people to bowl with. Unbelievable. There's always a lot of fun goes through along the ranks. Someone bowls a bad ball and everybody knows about it. So it's just a lot better atmosphere to bowl in the country, definitely.
So look, for you, mate, what's in the future for yourself? You going to make a comeback into the city, or are you happy to stay here at Wasleys?
Oh, I think I'll be staying out. Bowling for the country, definitely. I'll stay out in the country regions for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, good junior player, mate. There's a couple of younger players here than you at the club, so that's the Nikolai kids, is that right?
Yes, Brandon Nikolai and Isabel Nikolai.
Yep. How's a talent going, taking after their father, are they?
Definitely. Oh, and their mum. Their mum. She's a brilliant bowler, absolutely brilliant.
Ah, good.
But when you got Sherry Olive and John Nikolai as your parents, you've got a good future.
Yeah, absolutely. I know Country Carnival entries closed today. Is Dave giving you the week off?
Yes, I'm in it.
Has he?
Yes,
You're
I'm
right.
in it.
Fantastic. Is that your first one?
Country Carnival? No, I played singles. The first year I was at Wasleys, I was here in the singles.
So is it part of the boss's requirements that you actually play with him in a team event?
I'm in the fours.
Okay.
I'm in the fours with him, yeah.
Good. We might come back in 12 months' time, mate. And,
definitely.
Be a brand new clubhouse and everyone's just got
hopefully
that same...
Hopefully with the concertina doors and the walk out into the green with the beer in your hand.
Walkout bar,
fantastic.
Doors to 3 rings. And we look forward to seeing you here, mate. And never know, you might be talking about a pennant or something silly at Wasleys. How close are you to a pennant? Where are you?
Sitting second.
Second?
Second.
Fantastic. Port Wakefield, toughest competition, or?
Yes, definitely.
Yep. No, excellent. Thanks for joining us, mate.
No worries.
And thanks for being on Bowls Exposed.
Thank you.
We welcome Wayne Stringer, ex-Glenelg coach. Wayne, thanks for joining us, mate.
Yeah, thanks, boys. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Tell me, what does a guy like you, who's played 270 games of SNFL footy, do playing bowls at Meadows and Clarendon?
Yeah, well, I live out that way now, Reece, and now I've retired and gone back to a property of 40 odd acres out there and enjoy all that. And joined up with the McLaren Bowling Club, lovely little country club, tucked in around the Pringa River there, 60 odd members. And so I play a bit of night owls. They play pre-Christmas and post, and I've got about 4 or 5 teams in the southern zone.
Are you playing a bit of pennants or just,
yeah,
just the night owl stuff?
Play some night owls the last sort of 5 or 6 years, and just got to get into that pennant stuff in the next year or so is my plan for all that.
Beautiful.
So, mate, you know, we were talking earlier, the dirtiest football, we were going to ask you who the dirtiest footballer, but evidently you can't talk about yourself. So we've had to go on to other topics. But 270 games, and I always ask the same question to all people out here. You've made a transition from football and 270 games, you know, the fitness level and up there. How do you find the transition to lawn bowls, and why do you love bowling the game?
Look, lawn bowls to me is still competition. And I'm just a competitive guy, I love competition, and the transition I think is pretty easy. You can still be social and enjoy, but when I go out and bowl, I still like to try and win. I know Neil Curley had that sort of attitude. I've got a very similar attitude. Yep. Don't care if it's table tennis or bowls. I'll be competitive in it. But so the transition for me was, yes, you just got to come down a few pegs and be a little bit more social, but I still get fairly fair income when the time comes.
So your business venture, you're off started, just finished a degree.
That's right.
So, mate, you want to walk us through what are you doing now?
I just started up a business called Head to Toe Massage Therapy. I live in the Meadows in Clarendon area. Yep. So I'm sort of tapping in on the people through the area and tapping in on some corporates that live in that area that I can sort of go to them and help out with their business. And remedial massage and sports massage is really my key, and sports injury management is what you can do. So a lot of these corporates need people like us to be able to go in, which is increasing productivity in their
So you go to them or they come to you?
With the corporates, I'll go to them. So
lovely.
That's the plan.
Just on the bowls club side of things for a little while, all the small country clubs around the area. How do you see the future of those little clubs? Going forward, it's really tough to get small clubs to survive sometimes with sort of declining memberships and lack of numbers. Is it pretty healthy up where you are as far as numbers?
It is always an issue with little country clubs. I came from a little country town called Kalunga, which is a few miles north of here, and it wasn't much bigger than Wasleys, to be quite honest with you. And now living in between Meadows and Clarendon, 2 tiny little towns again. Those clubs are obviously striving to keep their members. I think there's about 65 at Clarendon, there's about 50 at Meadows. So yeah, they're always striving to try and keep membership. I mean, if we all chip in our own little way and do a little bit for these little clubs that are there, it's all going to help them in the long run, and I think that's what I'm going to try and do anyway. So
yeah, absolutely.
I'll help those little clubs through that.
Yep. Yes, well, mate, look, hey, well, I guess we could go through this round and round for hours, but look, mate, I think that it's fantastic to have you here and supporting the people of Wasleys, mate. We appreciate you coming along today.
No worries.
Mate, and we look forward to this massage.
Yeah, we'll do. Thanks, boys. Thanks for your time.
Last week we interviewed Perth Suns coach Wayne Turley, and he's also a past Australian player. So let's have a look at that footage now.
Perth Suns coach and ex-Australian player, and also board member of Bowls Australia, Wayne Turley. Wayne, thanks for joining us, mate.
Oh, thank you for having me on.
APL season 3. What's your thoughts initially? Let's go from Perth Suns' point of view first of all. How'd you find the series?
Yeah, well, we had a really good series. It was tough. Every game was 14 rounds played, so every game was tough. A couple of our first early night games weren't our best results. We didn't play our best, but due to the day games, they played exceptionally well. And a couple of games we lost last bowl. We finished equal third points. I think it was 5 teams with 7 wins, and unfortunately, on the count back and sets, we just missed out on making the semis. But we've done really well because the previous 2 years we made the semi-finals, and we just missed out, and considering we had 3 WA players.
Fantastic to see that you've copied the, or the boys from Bowls WA have copied Bowls SA's motto regarding picking the locals, mate. So great for WA Bowls to have the 3 locals in the comp.
Yeah, definitely. The 3 state skippers, Tommy Mitchell, Clive Adams, and Matty Lull, but they played really well. They gelled well as a team, and as I say, a lot of games came down the last bowl. It was a fun week, and it was great for the game of bowls.
It's noticed one thing is that you guys actually do get involved a bit with the crowd and that when the games aren't on.
Well, you do. That's what it's all about, getting the players there, and it's not just about playing the game, but getting the mix of the mingle with the crowd and getting them pumped up. And it's exciting. It's a great venue, Pine Rivers, and they should be fully congratulated on what they put on for the last 3 years.
Have you noticed the crowds have got bigger over the years, or Because it seemed to have a lot more people there this year than it has been previous.
I think each year it's getting better and better. Pine Rivers do a great job promoting it as well. It's a great atmosphere, particularly last night, the finals night. Those games were absolutely crackers, and the crowd loved every minute of it.
Usually later the night goes, 2 tells, the later the cheers get for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason. I know that Wayne's camper kicks a little bit, a few of the boys.
Right. Well, Wayne, just moving on from APL, let's talk about Tarrant Points. They're 3-peat in their grand final to get the pennants. How was that?
Yeah, amazing. For us to do it 3 years in a row, it hasn't happened in New South Wales since 1937. So to go back 3 in a row with our team, we've basically had the same team for 3 years, was amazing achievement for us because we're not really overly big like some of the big clubs, but we just got a real good bunch of guys and we've got a good culture there. And to win it 3 years in a row, it's a dream come true for us all.
The APL Advisory Board, that's obviously one of the roles you play on Bowls Australia's board. I guess now the third event's happened that you guys will do a review, I presume, and look what happens from now on.
The review, I think a lot of things, exciting things are happening. So we can go forward. I think live streaming's going to get involved. If we can get to free-to-air TV, we'd love to get on free-to-air TV if possible. Live streaming, I know New Zealand are keen to get involved as well. I think we've got such a good package. To get it just over 4 days, I think it's too short. I think we need to see more of it, and hopefully someone might be an Asian side might get involved as well.
We're just talking to Mel Jones before, talking about having one of the next APLs in the Adelaide Casino with a drop-in rink. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it'd be fantastic. I was lucky enough years ago to play Tri Nations in South Africa in the Empress Palace Casino. They put a rink inside the casino there in Johannesburg, and it was an Australian side, myself, Steve Glass, and Kelvin and Karen. They had a South African side and a Great Britain side, and it was amazing. The atmosphere inside this casino, just a drop-in rink, and the grandstands around it was brilliant. And yeah, to get anything like that when the casinos get it somewhere that the people that haven't seen before, we've got such a good package. If they could see it, just sit there and watch it for 5 or 10 minutes and see how the players get involved, the crowd gets involved, and maybe we might get some more members out of it.
Well, look, Tells, thanks for your time. Really appreciate it. And we know you've given up some time already this week or last week to a bit of a shout out to the Wasleys Bowling Club. So we thank you for helping us out there as well, mate. And look, best of luck to the Perth Suns next season. But thanks again for joining us on Bowls Exposed.
No problems. Thanks for your time, and congratulations on the great show you're doing. It's fantastic.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Well, that wraps up another episode of Bowls Exposed and the end of our first half of the year, Reece. It's been an absolute cracker. Look, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got Facebook. We keep bringing that up, Bowls Exposed. We've been through a few competitions that we're looking for with the ALH $50 voucher. Look, next year, mate, we'll be back bigger and stronger than ever. We've been here at Wasleys and talked about it. It's been 38, nearly 39 degrees here. The flies are friendly. And, hey, look, at the end of the day, we've made it through. But look, we hope that you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and from all of us here at Bowls Exposed, we'll see you safe and well in the new year.